Greetings, everyone. Mysterious assassins attacking from the shadows when you least expect it. What am I talking about? What else could it be but the ninja? Now, you may know I've been a fan of samurai movies for a very long time, but there's another side to that. There's the ninja movies, which I haven't really explored very much. So I've been wanting to kind of jump into that for a long time. And, well, the time has come to explore the mysteries of those shadowy assassins, the ninja, and maybe a few samurai things too. Alright, ninjas and samurai, today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. So, if I'm going to enter into the genre of ninja movies, what better place to start than the Canon Films classic, Enter the Ninja. There you go. Look at that. Very snazzy edition from Kino Lorber. I absolutely love this cover, by the way. You get the red ninja in the back looking all menacing, the black ninja in the front flying through the air. And that cool neon ninja star thing just looks awesome. I also noticed that this stars Franco Nero, who I know from Keoma, classic spaghetti western. So, very cool. So just take a little look here. So that's the front, and there's the back. We'll give this a read in just a moment here. And then if we slip it out of the slipcover, you can see that it's just the same. It's the same. I think it's the same on the back too. Yeah, it's the same on both the front and back there. Alright, so let's put these back together and we'll take a little peek at the back. So my understanding was, if you were going to get into ninja movies, this was one of the big trilogies to start with. So let's see what this one's all about. So from 1981, the ninja is the highest honor given to the dedicated followers of ninjutsu, the deadliest of all martial arts. Enter the Ninja explores in absorbing detail the ninja's lethal, little-known art of invisibility, which includes the use of hypnotism, explosives, and superhuman acrobatic fighting skills. Set in Japan and the Philippines, the film tells the story of Cole, Franco Nero from The Mercenary, a Westerner who's been inducted into the secret fighting rituals of the ninja. Coming to the aid of his friends against some land-grabbing oil barons, he easily takes on all opponents until a ninja assassin, Hasegawa, Sho Kosugi from Revenge of the Ninja, is brought into the fray. The two masters make use of all the exotic weaponry at their disposal, making this one of the most sensational battle-to-the-death sequences ever filmed. Hollywood legend Menahem Golan, the Delta Force, directed this fast-paced, high-quality, tough-as-nails martial arts film with style and poise. Co-starring Susan George, Sudden Terror, and Christopher George, Day of the Animals. Features audio commentary by action film historians Mike Leader and Arnie Vanema, and the original theatrical trailer. And there you go. So that is Enter the Ninja. But our journey is just beginning, for it wasn't long after this was a big hit for Canon Films that they put out a sequel, Revenge of the Ninja. It's just fun to say ninja. So this one actually stars Sho Kosugi in the starring role. So whereas he played sort of a villain character in the first one, this one he's actually the hero. So if you take a look on the back, there we go. And I think again, same artwork. Yeah, same artwork on the keep case there. And I'm pretty sure it's the same on the back as well. Yeah, so it is nice that Kino Lorber is giving us slipcovers with a lot of their releases in recent years, but it'd be nice if they did what other boutique labels do and actually have different art on the, you know, because it's not reversible or anything, it's just the same artwork, you know. That's it. Plain Jane inside, same labeling on all of them. It's just, you know, pretty basic. So let's take a look at this one, and we'll see what happens in Revenge of the Ninja. So this one's from 1983. The ninja are back, brandishing swords and fists, leaping and kicking, wielding blow darts and explosives. They know 1,000 ways to kill. Martial arts legend Sho Kosugi, Pray for Death, Rage of Honor, delivers a heart-pounding display of strength, speed, and lethal ninja know-how in this action-packed thriller that takes us back to the good old days of the Kung Fu extravaganza, when a band of ninja assassins slaughters the family of Cho Osaki, Kosugi. He flees to America in the hope of building a new life. A former ninja himself, Osaki tries to escape his deadly past, but soon discovers he has become the pawn of a ruthless drug trafficker, an American ninja intent on killing anyone who crosses his path, including Osaki. Directed by action maestro Sam Furstenberg, Avenging Force, and produced by canon legends Yoram Globus and Menahem Golan, Revenge of the Ninja is terrific entertainment with slam-bang action scenes, mind-blowing stunts, and legendary villains like Professor Toru Tanaka. Catch the heat and the perfect weapon. Special features, we have audio commentary by director Sam Furstenberg and stunt coordinator Stephen Lambert, a second audio commentary by action film historians Mike Leader and Arnie Vanima, intro by Sam Furstenberg, behind-the-scenes photo gallery, and theatrical trailer. So that's actually a pretty sweet, nicely loaded little edition they got there, I gotta say. That is Revenge of the Ninja. Yeah, you gotta love when ninjas display their real ultimate power and just flip out and kill everybody. Yeah, sounds like those movies have plenty of that. So, rounding out the trilogy, we have kind of a strange third installment. We have Ninja 3, The Domination. So, this is a lovely special edition that Scream Factory put out a while back. A lot of people were scratching their heads because up to that point, Scream Factory had mostly just done horror movies. So it's like, why are you doing this random ninja movie? And the third one at that. Well, I guess the main reason is this one is a bit of a departure from the other two. Whereas the other two were just kind of straight up action movies with lots of ninja action. This one adds in some crazy supernatural elements. Well, let's check out the back and you can see for yourself what it's all about. This sounds about as 80s as it gets. Listen to this. Only a ninja can kill a ninja. Aerobics instructor Christy Ryder, Lucinda Dickey from Breakin' and Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo, becomes possessed by the spirit of an evil ninja when she comes to his aid after he was shot down. Dominated by the killer's vicious and relentless rage, she sets out to brutally attack his enemies. Her boyfriend, confused by Christie's changing personality and afraid that he might be her next victim, enlists the help of Yamada. Oh look, it's Sho Kosugi again, from Enter the Ninja and Revenge of the Ninja. In a life-threatening exorcism and ultimate fight to the death, Yamada proves that he is Christie's only chance for survival. So yes, you heard that right. It's about an aerobics instructor that gets possessed by the spirit of an evil ninja. So it's like, I swear Golan and Globus didn't miss a trick. Like, they just jumped on all the trends, man. And when did this come out? 1984. So that would have been around the time that the 20-minute workout and aerobicize was a big deal. So, like, I just see them sitting around a table and saying, how can we revitalize our ninja franchise and somehow capitalize on this aerobicize craze? I know. We'll just have an aerobics instructor get possessed by a ninja. Is Sho Kosugi still available? Yeah? Cool. Perfect. Got a hit written all over it. Anyway, I mean, that sounds like a cheesy good time to me. Let's check out the extras. So, we have a new 4K scan from the original film elements. So yes, we might actually get Ninja 3 The Domination in 4K at some point. New interview with actress Lucinda Dickey, new interview with actor Jordan Bennett, new interview with producer and stuntman Alan Emil, and new audio interviews with production designer Elliot Ellentuck and co-composer Misha Segal, featuring isolated tracks from the original score. Then we also have an audio commentary by director Sam Furstenberg and stunt coordinator Steve Lambert, the original theatrical trailer with optional Trailers from Hell commentary by screenwriter Joss Olson, and a still gallery. I should mention also, this did originally come with a slipcover, but I was really late to the party and did not get the slipcover, obviously. But as is the norm, what was I just talking about? Scream Factory gives you the reversible cover. So that's the original poster art there. I don't know, it's hard to see from there, but anyway, it's alright. But honestly, I think the new artwork's a little better, so I just kind of left it with the new artwork. I think they did, like, yet another cover. Like, there was a couple of releases of this, I think, or something. I don't know. I just remember seeing a lot of different artwork for this edition. So, what could possibly top the Ninja trilogy? Well, I have an absolute classic of 80s cinematic masterpiece-ishness here. You ready for this? On 4K, no less. Miami Connection. Oh, yes. And I got really lucky. Beautiful Vinegar Syndrome release with the slipcover. Let's take a little look at this here. So before we dive in, most of you will know this movie. If not, I'll fill you and I'll read the back to you. So yeah, I missed out on the Blu-ray release that came out a few years ago, and now I'm kind of glad I waited because I got this really snazzy 4K edition. So there's the front. And if we flip it around, check this out. Get a Dragon Sound shirt, which is pretty cool. And then let's pop it out of the slipcover. Oh, as always, beautiful slipcover from Vinegar Syndrome. You got spot gloss for YK Kim's name, and then the Miami Connection title. On the back, you got embossing and spot gloss for the Dragon Sound logo. Quite nice. And you got spot gloss for Miami Connection and the Vinegar Syndrome logo on the spine. And that is on both sides. Different colors. You got yellow there, pink there. Take your pick. Let's check it out. And there is the absolutely jam-packed artwork for the keep case. Quite nice. I don't know if this is one of the original posters or if this is original artwork. It might say in the credits. But let's flip it around, and as always, absolutely jam-packed full of stuff. Let's see what all we've got here. So if you don't already know, this movie came out in 1987, and here's what it's all about. Miami Connection. Dragon Sound, the house band at Orlando's #1 nightclub, is made up of 5 orphans and university classmates, all of whom are experts in Taekwondo, with a musical mission to share the importance of love and friendship. One of the band members, John, is engaged in a budding romance with Jane, sister of Jeff, a kingpin in one of Florida's toughest drug-pushing gangs. A resentful rival band enlists the help of Jeff and his crew of violent motorcycle-riding thugs to exact vengeance for their bruised egos against Dragon Sound. The 5 best friends are soon forced to put their fighting skills to the ultimate test, not just to defend themselves, but their entire community from the iron grip held over it by these narcotics trafficking hooligans. An international cult sensation and tribute to the unwavering power of friendship, Woo-Song Park, aka Richard Park, and Grandmaster YK Kim's Miami Connection was the cinematic passion project of Florida-based martial arts teacher Grandmaster Kim, and combines explosive action set pieces, daring and elaborate fight sequences, and live musical performances from Dragon Sound. Featuring a cast comprised of Kim's students along with plentiful local talent, Miami Connection offers the best traits of regional exploitation filmmaking through the aesthetic of Canon-esque 80s action, and finally comes to UHD from Vinegar Syndrome, exclusively restored in 4K from recently unearthed negative materials and loaded with plentiful archival and newly shot extras. Plus, this edition includes the world home video debut of its long-lost pre-release version, Escape from Miami, which features numerous additional and extended scenes, as well as a completely different ending. Yeah, so I mean, just that alone, needless to say, if you're a fan of Miami Connection, this is absolutely the most definitive edition you can possibly get. It's got more stuff than any edition that's been previously released. It's the best quality, it's a brand new transfer. I mean, I can't sell you on this anymore. If you're a fan, this is an absolute must-buy upgrade, even if you have the old Blu-ray release. So, let's just flip it back around, and let's just take a quick look at the extras here. So it's a 3-disc set, so it's one 4K UHD disc and 2 Blu-rays. So the 4K disc contains Miami Connection presented in high dynamic range and newly restored from its recently unearthed 35mm interpositive, along with a commentary track with producer and star Grandmaster YK Kim and writer and star Joseph Diamond. Also included are two 1080p Blu-ray discs. Blu-ray Disc 1 contains Miami Connection with the commentary track and the following special features. Resurrecting the Dragon, looking back at Miami Connection again, a brand new, extensive, and exclusive making of documentary featuring all new interviews with Grandmaster YK Kim, actor Vincent Hirsch, actor Joseph Diamond, actor Maurice Smith, actor Angelo Giannotti, actress Kathy Collier, sound editor Jeffrey A. Okun, composer John McCallum, and production assistant Faith Cotter. Friends for Eternity, a making of documentary from 2012. Dragon Sound Reunion, a 25th anniversary concert from Fantastic Fest 2012. The New American Dream, an archival Grandmaster YK Kim promotional video. Who is YK Kim, an archival Grandmaster YK Kim promotional video. And the re-release trailer from 2012. And then finally on Blu-ray disc number 2, we have Escape from Miami, the original pre-release version of Miami Connection, newly restored from its 35mm interpositive. We got reversible cover artwork, English subtitles for all feature films, and special features. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Let's just crack it open here. Is there a booklet or anything? No, there's no booklet or anything. But we do have some pretty snazzy disc art. There we go. Very nice indeed. So yeah, couple of connections with this one. Connections. Of course, we have the Canon Films Ninja Trilogy. This is basically a loving homage to Canon action films and has ninjas in it. So there's your two connections. Now, we got one more. One more. No ninjas in this one, but plenty of samurai. And while we've kind of been having fun going through, you know, all the 80s cheese, we're ending on a very highbrow note with the 4K release of Akira Kurosawa's Ran. Yes. I've been wanting to get a high-def version of Ran for so long. I passed on the Blu-ray because I kept holding out, hoping that, because for the longest time, the only edition of Ran that I had was this one. The Criterion Collection, which is just a freaking, hold on, I haven't opened this in literal years, which is an absolutely beautiful edition with a big booklet and everything. So, I mean, I kind of just wanted to do a straight upgrade of the Criterion, but, well, they lost the rights to it. So, beyond that DVD edition, and I think they might have done a Laserdisc at some point as well, that is it for the Criterion's editions of Ran, which is kind of annoying because Criterion has really been like the one-stop shop for virtually all of Akira Kurosawa's filmography, but for whatever reason, Studio Canal got their hands on Ran and has not let it go. However, I understand the 4K transfer is stunning. I haven't watched it yet, but just the blazing, beautiful Technicolor and incredible shot composition throughout this film, I know is something that will really benefit from 4K. So take a look at the back here. Yeah, so this has actually not had a domestic release. I had to import this one. That was another frustration, the fact that, you know, we just don't have a release here in North America currently. If you want to get it, you got to import it. But being 4K, at least it's region free, if that's a concern for any of you out there. So we just take a quick look inside. There's no booklet or anything. It's basically just the discs, but 3 discs. Yeah. So let's see what features we have here. And if you're unfamiliar with Ron, I might as well read the back to you, since we did with all the other ones too. Kurosawa's last great film. Well, I don't know if I'd say it was his last great film. He still made other movies after this. But anyway, one of the most important and influential filmmakers in cinematic history, Akira Kurosawa directed 30 films in a career spanning 57 years. His final masterpiece, Ran, has been beautifully restored in 4K, approved by director of photography Shoji Ueda. A reimagining of Shakespeare's King Lear, set in feudal Japan, Ran tells the story of Lord Hidetora Ichimonji, played by Tetsuya Nakadai from Yojimbo and Kagemusha, an aging warlord who, after spending his life consolidating his empire, decides to abdicate and divide his kingdom amongst his 3 sons, Taro, Akira Tarao from Letter from the Mountain and Dreams, Jiro, Jinpachi Nezu from The Man in White and Red Shadow Akikage, and Saburo, Daisuke Ryu from Tono Monogatari Gojo Raisenki Gojo. This leads to a brutal and bloody war between the brothers for absolute power of the kingdom. Yeah, this movie is spectacular. I mean, it has some incredible battle sequences and just gorgeous scenery throughout. And I just love how the whole story unfolds. How, well, I really can't say too much about that because I don't want to spoil it for you, but just how he decides what will go to the various brothers, his sons, that even as a wizened old lord, he doesn't necessarily make the best decision and pays a heavy price for that decision. And yeah, it's a great story and just a visual feast for the eyes, so I can't wait to check this out in 4K. Meanwhile, let's see what kind of extras we have on this. So the 4K disc basically just has the movie and a featurette about the restoration. Disc 2 is essentially just the Blu-ray version of the same contents that are on the 4K disc. And finally, Disc 3 has the majority of extras. And there you go, so pretty nice edition. I guess if you want a little peek at the Criterion Edition, I might as well show you that as well. So here is the cover. And then if we flip it around to the back, you can see. So disc 1, we have the film from, at the time, a new restored high-definition digital transfer. I gotta say, that was like a super high bit rate transfer as well, so the DVD looked really good. I watched it on my parents' 57-inch high-def projection TV. It was only 720p, but DVDs looked great on it. Then we have an audio commentary by film scholar Stephen Prince, an appreciation of the film by director Sidney Lumet, theatrical trailers, and new and improved English subtitle translation. So really not a lot on there. It mostly just devotes the disc space to the movie. And then disc 2, The Supplements. We have AK, a 74-minute film by director Chris Marker, so that's also on the 4K. A 30-minute documentary on the making of Ran, part of the Toho Masterworks series. Akira Kurosawa, It Is Wonderful to Create. Yeah, I don't think that one carried over. A 35-minute video piece reconstructing Ran through Kurosawa's paintings and sketches created as part of the series Image, Kurosawa's Continuity. Okay, that's also not on there. That sounds really fascinating. A new video interview with actor Tetsuya Nakadai, and a 28-page booklet featuring film critic Michael Wilmington and interviews with Kurosawa and composer Toru Takemitsu. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty fabulous edition, honestly. And then the booklet. Oh, look at this. We have an ad for Les Samurai, which is another film. I don't actually have that one. but I'll have to get that at some point. But yeah, what do we have here? Oh wow, you can see how long ago this came out. We have the 2006 catalog, and then we have the booklet, which is quite nice. But full color, very nice. Let's see what else. Yeah, you got like essays and stuff in there. I mean, fairly standard Criterion booklet here. Got an interview with Akira Kurosawa talking about Ran. Very cool. Even just from these stills, you can see like just how vibrant the color is. Yeah, so that's definitely one I'll be keeping just because it's a really cool edition of one of my all-time favorite samurai films. I've seen this movie a few times over the years, and I think it's always been this edition, actually, this Criterion Edition specifically. Anyway, let's stack up the new stuff, shall we? Enter the Ninja, Revenge of the Ninja, Ninja 3, the Ninja, Domination. Miami Connection, and Ron. And there we go. I'm going to move this over a little bit, I think. There we go. So, yeah. So getting our ninja on with a smattering of samurai as well. Not too shabby. Definitely looking forward to, well, revisiting the two that I'm familiar with in glorious 4K, and then checking out the 80s classic Ninja trilogy from Canon Films and Golan and Globus. So, good stuff. Alrighty, well that is it from me to you for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Until then, sayonara, and Ninja vanish.